Hey guys! Hey. So, how was everyone's New Year's? I hope they had a great night and didn't party too hard. With my family, we always do a fun game night. Let's see. Hey Tina. So, I am going to coat this acrylic pour that I did on last week's live, or the week before, whatever it was, I don't know. I've had the heater running in here full time, so it dried quite quickly. And yeah, I know, right? First live of 2019. So, hey everybody. This is Stone Coat Countertops Art Coat. So if you look down in the description, there is the link to the website. There's actually a promo code down there as well, which I need to update because it's no longer accurate, but anyways. And also Stone Coat is changing the way they do their promo codes, which I think is great for them because people were kind of abusing the system, so. But yeah. Yeah, Nate. Yeah, so it's now $10 off of $100. Marilyn, did you hear what I said? Are you able to hear me? Because I don't know if you can. Can everyone hear me? Happy New Year. Or Tina, if you can grab her the link, maybe that will help. So I'm just getting the resin mixed up. You're supposed to mix it for like 2 minutes. And then we'll get it onto here. Okay, good. Okay. I wasn't sure. So yeah, is everyone excited for 2019? Because I'm excited. It's going to be a crazy, crazy year. Lots of travel. On the list definitely are Texas and North Carolina. I will also be driving out to see Nate pretty soon. By the way, Nate, I'm going to come see you pretty soon. Yeah, no more $30 off of the $80 because, like I said, people were abusing it and they don't want to lose money, obviously. I haven't decided where in Texas yet, but I will let you know. But definitely Texas. And then I want to start doing some like workshops this year too. Happy New Year from Australia. And guys, I know it's January 2nd, but I'm still working on the Christmas cards. So I just sent another huge batch out today. Yes, I'll be going to Florida again. I just sent a huge batch out today. So if you haven't gotten yours, don't fear, you will. Nobody said Oklahoma. Yeah, Sharon, I will definitely be going to the Raleigh, North Carolina area. Charlotte and Raleigh area. Yeah. New York is on the list, of course. Oh yeah, that's true. I'll be going to Buffalo again. And probably Canada, Toronto area again. All right, here we go. This is fun. I can't wait to see how this looks with the resin on it. So I'm going to basically just pour it right down the middle. And it's going to be fun to see how these colors pop. And guys, I am unfortunately extremely tired. Plus, I really want to spend some time with my child. So this isn't going to be the world's longest video. All right. Yeah, it took me a while to start using resin. But once I did, definitely hooked on it. I mean, you can even see that strip down the middle there where the color is so much brighter than the rest, right? Vancouver, okay. Now I am not geographic. I am slightly geographically challenged. That's up above Seattle, yeah, on the west coast. Correct me if I'm wrong. If it is, I may be able to make that stop too, because I'll definitely be going to Oregon again soon and plan to potentially go to Seattle at that same time. So I don't see why not. Maybe I could jump up to Vancouver. Yeah, there you go. Tina answered that question. So the resin seals it, but also like you can see the color pop. Okay, so like look at this pink. So here's this. This is all the same pink that runs through here. Watch with the resin. Look how that pops. So yeah, it not only makes the color pop again and really brings it out, but it also seals it and protects it. So there we go. And I even, because I like this painting so much, I went all fancy and put tape on the bottom of it and everything. Monica, I let it dry a week. Now, some people will say otherwise. They will say you need to let it dry like 3 weeks. I disagree with that. But, you know, I'm no expert. So there's what I do, and then there's what experts do. I don't know. Yeah, I know, right? This is seriously like one of my favorite paintings ever. Uh-oh. I have it up on the little table tents here. But under this is a river table, so it's not exactly level. Yeah. Alright, so I've got the top completely covered. Also, especially on something this large, it's probably easier to use a paintbrush, honestly. But I'm just using my hands because that's how I roll. Oh, goodness. Well, there you go. It's okay. During this stage, it's not the end of the world. There we go. No, it's not hard working with it at all. It is very sticky. And I do like that it actually dries faster than the acrylic. Acrylic paintings for me usually take a couple days to dry. Oh, this is just, these little table tents aren't working for me right now. Yeah, I think on this one, just one layer. All right, get back under there. I really need to finish the river table that's under here. Oh. Hey, Crystalie. I did send you out your Christmas card. I don't know if you got it yet, but definitely thank you for your Christmas card. So I'm just trying to make sure I get all the edges covered. And then I'm going to torch it to make sure that I get all the air bubbles out. And then I think I'll move this aside and do another like little painting with the resin that I have left over. So if anyone's asking me questions right now, hold on because I can't see anything because I'm on the other side. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Oh, this is so pretty. So pretty. Definitely one of my top favorites. Top favorites. And so for those of you who are not aware yet of my other channel, I have another channel called The Business of Art. And next Saturday, I'm going to do a live video, which is going to be like goal setting and planning for 2019. And of course, the channel is geared towards people who want to make a business out of their art. But you can totally join in no matter what you do in life. It will be applicable to everybody. I just know I'm going to paint my computer. Oh, good. Thank you, Tina. Sure, I can show you guys the river table. Let me just go ahead and torch this and put it in a safe drying spot. And then I'll peel back this stuff and show it to you. It doesn't have a lot to get done. It's just so big and cumbersome. It's like I need to fill it with another layer of the casting resin and then put the final top layer on there. Okay. There we go. So I'm just, the sole purpose of the torch here is just to get rid of the air bubbles. Because unlike with acrylic, The air bubbles will dry in the resin, and then you'll be sad. Acrylic, they'll pop on their own, but with the resin, you gotta help it. This will also help it heat enough to self-level properly. Theoretically, that is. I just realized I probably should have done a better job of tightening up the canvas. I may end up having to do 2 layers of resin on this. We'll see. But for now, it is beautiful. Alright, I see a mother trucker. I see a spot that I missed. Please hold. I know, right? Tina is like a super pro by now. If I were my gloves, where would I put myself? There they are. Okay. Woo! There we go. Look at my... Hey, Shani. My moderators are doing such a good job. Yeah, so resin comes in 2 parts. Comes with resin and hardener. Because otherwise, when you got the resin, it would be hard already. So you mix in the hardener, and then you have a certain amount of work time before it cures. And that depends on the resin, what work time you have. I did just get in the mail, though, guys, some UV resin, which I'm excited to try out. So I'm going to torch this again because I just messed with it and got more air bubbles. And then we'll move it. So the UV resin, I haven't tried it yet, but it is a bit different. It's just one thing. You don't mix it with anything. And then you cure it with UV rays. So you could go out and stick it in the sun or like use a UV light. Yeah. Alright. So I'll probably come back and torch that again in a little bit, but for now, let's move it aside. Did not think this through. I hope everyone's behaving. Sorry. Woo, okay. The business of art. Margaret, that's why you can have a UV light. You don't have to have the sun. You can just have a UV light bulb. So that's kind of cool. I saw somebody use it recently. It was Jules. I don't have her channel link right now, but... Okay. All right. I don't use silicone in my paintings generally, and I wouldn't resin a painting that I did use silicone in, because the silicone and the resin don't mix. They don't like each other. Tina, what did you show? The resin I just used was the Stone Coat Countertops Art Coat, and it has a work time of like about an hour, I want to say. You know what? Maybe we'll just coat one more painting. Let's see. As opposed to getting... Uh-oh. I was buffering. I did this whole painting. Just kidding. Anyways. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to just coat this painting with resin as opposed to mixing all the colors up. I'm going to zoom in a little bit because I did want this to be a slightly shorter. 1 second. Woo, that was perfect. Right? I know, I paint so fast. Marilyn, it depends on what kind of advice you're looking for. If you're looking for painting advice or more like business advice. And Jennifer, that is a great question. Yes, I do primarily stick to the primary colors, which there's a lot of arguments about that, and I'm not going to argue. I'm talking about the ones that we learned in kindergarten. There's like primary colors in regards to light and photography, and then there's primary colors like that you learn in kindergarten. So, yeah, Marilyn, if you're looking to like maybe make a business out of your art, I would definitely check out the Business of Art channel because I'm kind of going for basics there, you know. But in terms of like if you're starting out with acrylic pouring or whatever, I actually have a playlist called Getting Started with Acrylic Pouring, which has pretty much all the basics you could possibly need. There we go. Holly Awesomeness. Yes, I sell my paintings, and there's no way possible to answer the question how much. Because every painting is different. They're made with different materials and different sizes. But if you go onto the Business of Art channel, I have a video there about how to price your paintings. And it's what I use to price my paintings. You can also check out my Etsy store for a comparison. However, you do have to factor in time that you've been doing it and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, so someone just starting out is not necessarily going to price their art the same as someone who's been doing it for years. Also, someone in Los Angeles would price their art probably more expensive than someone in the middle of nowhere, you know? But yeah. There we go. Yeah, this was a tree ring pour, which I wish I had done it on video, but look how awesome that is. I'm going to actually bring you guys in for a close-up on this after I torch it, because I don't know if you guys can see the dark side very well, but it's really detailed actually, and it's so pretty. Which is why I thought maybe I should coat it with resin, because that's so pretty. Okay, don't take this advice of touching it with your fingers. You should always wear gloves. But I take my gloves off and then I see a couple spots I need to touch up, and that's that. Okay. Charlie, that's a really good question. You know, I was showing my friend how to do a tree ring pour, and it kind of just happened. Like I said, I wish I'd videoed it, because then even I would know the answer to that. Alright, let's do our close-up. It's gonna shake, 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 shake. 1 second. Woo, okay. Now remember, resin is super reactive, guys. But look at that. You can see, woo, look at all those lines. So even the dark side is like really detailed. And then of course you have the light side. And this was actually the center of the pour. This one wasn't even a traveling tree ring, I don't think. I think it was just a regular one. But yeah, so cool. So someone just asked a formula for how much resin to use. Yes, there is one. Unfortunately, I don't know it. I can get you one. At this point, though, I kind of just go by sight. I've asked Stone Coat Countertops to add a calculator to their website, but for now, if you go to Art website too, they do have a resin calculator, which is actually really easy. You just input your inches or centimeters or whatever, and it will tell you how much resin to use. So yeah. And yes, there is metallics in here. There's some like golds, something like that. Did I make a fun noise? Yeah. Oh, there you go. 3 ounces per square foot. Christina's got that. Yeah. No, this was just a regular tree ring. Wasn't like a kiss pour or anything like that. So. Oh, Heather, I'm so sorry. All right, I think that's all the actual like painting and whatnot we're gonna do. Let me go ahead and fix the camera, and then if you guys want, we can do a Q&A sesh. Oh, when I put the camera back, yeah, I know, right? Okay, camera's gonna move, guys. Close your eyes or something. Woo! And then I sort of. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. So I sort of brushed my hair today. Anyways. It's still like the weekend. Even though it's Wednesday. What an aggressive zoom out. Sorry. My phone only has 1 speed. Oh no. Hey Brittany. Yeah, I hope everyone feels better soon. Anyone that's been sick. So, let's do a Q&A session. But I am gonna, Tina, did you put the link for the Business of Art channel in there? Because if not, we should put that in there. Because I get a lot of questions. How to do my art, how to sell my art, how to, etc. And those are pretty much all answered on that channel. Like that's literally the reason I made that channel, because otherwise I would answer the same questions a million times. Oh, Nate did it. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Nate. Yeah, and then I'm really excited. This Saturday we're doing a whole like goal setting and planning, like, because a lot of times people, this isn't like a New Year's resolution kind of thing, okay? This is your goals for the year, which you should have, you know, a 1-year plan, a 5-year plan, etc., right? But a lot of people have not goals, they have dreams. You know, I want to lose 50 pounds this year. Well, that's great. How are you going to actually do it? You know, break it down into the actual doable steps. So that's what we'll be going over. So, Sharon, actually the drying time for resin is about 24 hours. What does speed that up or slow it down is temperature. And so just for an example, last week it was really cold, like it was getting down to like 30, 40 degrees. And I know a lot of people are in snowing areas and whatever, but for Los Angeles, that's freezing. And my resin paintings actually didn't cure overnight like they normally do. So I've actually had to be running the space heater in here so that my paintings would cure. So Charlie, that's amazing. Nate, I'm sure that's the right link. Alyssa, yes, that will absolutely work. You can put resin on top of pretty much anything. You can put it on top of wood or whatever. This is, oh, I peeled out the paint on the bottom of my bin. But this is actually a cement mixing bin. So, yeah, but you can get like an under the bed storage bin kind of thing. Any just short plastic bin. They have them at Walmart or on Amazon or whatever, you know what I mean? Jessica asked, is there anywhere you can buy paint for cheaper? Well, it depends on what your definition of cheaper is, because I don't know what you're comparing it to. But, yeah, I mean, there's Walmart. It's probably the cheapest, honestly, is probably Walmart. Or just using coupons at various stores. You can use any kind of acrylic paint whatsoever, so. Alright, what's the largest painting or resin piece that I've done? So resin piece, largest I think is 12 by 36, I think. And largest painting is probably 24 by 48, I think. Who's my favoriteest Tina that lives in Florida? Well, that would be Artistically Random. That's my favoriteest. Oh, wow, Charlie. Yeah, Walmart has little 50-cent bottles. Absolutely. I mean, I'll show you the bottles that I get. So it all depends on what you consider cheap. You have to have something to compare it to, okay? So I get these bottles. This is 1 quart. They're $10 at Michael's. But if you wait until they're 50% off or 60% off even, they're basically $5. Let's say $5 to $6, okay? And these last me a long time. Like these will last me months. And I get all the primary colors and then I mix. So I'll mix my turquoise or my orange or my purple or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much how I roll. Yeah, see, Judy, I'm wearing your hoodie. All right, good night, Brittany. Thank you, Nina. Yeah, so I mean, it's all relative. I prefer to buy the bigger ones, but sometimes if I want like a crazy, funky color that I really can't mix, like, let's see. Oh, like I got this one, which is a metallic berry color. There's no way that I would mix that from the primary colors. It's just not happening. So I bought a little tube of it because I'm not going to use tons of it. And that's already gone a long way. So, I generally tend to prefer cool tones. Absolutely. You'll see a lot of blue and purple and sometimes green, but pretty much you'll see a lot of blue. In here, there's actually purple too. And my favorite combos are like blues with like a bronze or copper. I just think is really pretty. Rebecca, my New Year's was nice and pretty uneventful. Just played games with my family. What place is your bucket list to go? Ooh, I have a whole huge list. This year is going to be insane. The problem is going to be how to afford it all. I don't know. I really want to see the Northern Lights. That's on my bucket list, but there's so many places that you can go to see the Northern Lights, so then it's like where? I don't know. Iceland, Sweden, I don't know, you know. I'm not totally sure. How much white do you go through in a month? That's a good question. Well, keep in mind I do resin and acrylic pouring, so I'm not only doing acrylic pouring, but with the recipe that I use with the Floetrol and the white, I go through definitely less than one of these in a month. A little goes a long way. So, do you always have paint mixed with Floetrol, or do you mix for specific paintings? I always have pre-mixed. Every couple of weeks, I will pre-mix a whole nother batch, and that will generally last me like a couple weeks. In Texas, Ida, yes. I want to put together a workshop in Texas, and I'm not sure what else. It's just on my list. There's a lot of people I know that watch my channel from Texas, so. What's your favorite go-to non-made for art tool? That's a great question. Probably the colander. Any kind of colander or strainer. I think those are so fun. Like, even though I'm always like, what am I going to do with this painting after it's done? I feel like I could just do it all day long. Did you play the jelly bean game? Negative. I don't know what that is. Oh, wait. No, I do. My daughter did. My daughter played that with her friends in the car, and they spit out a bunch of jelly beans on my floor. But yeah. Maine is a good place to see Northern Lights. Maybe. I haven't heard about that. Well, yeah, actually, that's true. Canada, anywhere north, I guess. But Maine is probably not on my excited to go to list. No offense if you live in Maine. There you go. You're in San Antonio. There you go. Anchorage, Alaska. Alaska does seem like a fun place to go. I could see myself going to Alaska. Absolutely. And mate, I'm not sure that's what you meant to write, but you're down south for Maine. Hi from Toronto. I'm sure Maine is gorgeous. I just never, it's never like excited me. I don't know. I just don't know anything about it, I guess. I think I need to research it and learn about it. Atlanta, Georgia. Now that I'm not sure about. It seems very hot, but then again, so is Florida. And Australia is definitely on the list. Ohio is not necessarily on the list, but I might be there soon to do another collab. Favorite music to listen to while painting? Okay, so someone asked me that the other day and I totally froze and I don't even know the words that come out of my mouth when I try to answer that. Let's see. So, like, if I think of my playlist in the car that I listen to all the time, it's like Bishop Briggs, Halsey, I've got Temple of the Dog on there. I've got, oh my gosh, Sia, a lot of Sia. I love Sia. And I end up listening to a lot of, like, I guess, pop and R&B. Just seems like that's what I'm able to sing. So I like to listen to songs that I can sing in the car. What do you do to get out of a block? That's a great question. I would say to do something different than what you're used to. Like, do something totally different. Try out a new technique. You know, whip out some of your old art materials that you haven't used in years, like oil paints or something, you know, and just try something different. Or find another artist and start talking to them and, you know, start generating some fun ideas. So, well, that's awesome, Amy. All right. Yeah, there's a few Marilyns. What's your favorite Starbucks drink? Depends on if it's hot or cold. If it's cold, I like a latte. If it's hot, I just get an iced coffee with cream. No sweetener. I don't do sugar or sweeteners. I just don't like them. Happy New Year, Monica. Maine needs to be on your list. Okay. I will totally research it. Absolutely. What is an art medium you've never tried but always admired? I would say encaustic. I hope that's the way you say it. The wax, you know, where you melt and whatever. That looks awesome. It's totally on my list. I feel like I've tried pretty much most other mediums. Like, I've done all kinds of like ceramics and clays and different paints and whatever. That's one I haven't yet. Any string pull or chain pictures soon? Yes, absolutely. I will add that to the list. And while you say that, I'm going to show you one I recently did, which was fun. I'll show you guys projects that I did no videos of. How about that? Here's one that I thought was cool. It came out much more bubbly than I thought it would. I think that's because I was using metallics. I don't know. And then I did this freeform geode. Now, mind you, I didn't have the right materials and I did it in the middle of the night because I couldn't sleep. But, oh, that's, I use a glue gun. But yeah, it's super, right? And it was just to kind of try it out. It's not very big. And then I did this one, which I actually really love. It's just a little guy. So I'll have to add some embellishments to this one. Like probably take a marker in there and do that. And then I'll show you one more. And this one I have to trim the edges a bit and whatnot. But I think it's really cute. There's that one. Yeah. So I've been trying out different things. Like these are sand. This is white sand and black sand that I've had for like 100 years, you know. I was like, might as well use them. So that's fun. So we'll have some videos coming up on those recently. That doesn't even make sense. Coming up soon. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's nice, abalone shell on it. All right, any other last minute questions before I go and make my child do her homework? Oh, Jennifer, I think I only got half your question. Let's see. I can scroll back up. Do you mix the colors first to get different shades before adding Floetrol? Okay, there it is. No, I pre-mix all my colors and then they're already mixed, so then I mix them together to get the different shades, turquoise or whatever. So I pre-mix them with the Floetrol and water because I always have my base colors. So. Sierra is 9, going on 30. Ooh, Charlie, that's a good question. Nope, there is not. She asked if there's a particular medium that I hated or don't care to try again or was very difficult. I'd have to say no, at least not off the top of my head. I mean, they all have their different uses, which is why it's so fun. I love inks and watercolors and acrylics and oils, and I definitely, it's on the list to get a kiln. Yeah. How did you make what you showed us? There will be a video coming soon, I promise. Promise on the geodes. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to thumbs up if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out the Business of Art channel if you haven't already. Ooh, airbrush. That's one I haven't tried yet. Thank you, Jennifer. All right. Yeah, I definitely agree. Try as many mediums as you possibly can, because you never know. And then mix them all together if you can. You know what I mean? I will try it. It's definitely on the list. All right. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.